Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Roberto Carlos
just loves to go forward whenever he can. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's a good run down the left-hand side. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Messi.
Hernes. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Chance here to counter. And it's Roberto Carlos. And here's Ibrahimovic. Great defending, strong and determined. Hernes. Hernes! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. He's got away with one there.
Either side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Messi receives it in a wide position. And it's Lahm.
Vieira. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
He came in hard, very hard.
Gets his head on it!
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Portugal trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Played over towards the opposite flank.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Seedorf. He's got away. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that has been clubbed away. Vieira. And here's Mbappe. Great ball, and he's in here. Can he finish? Goal! Botafogo! Piercing. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Can he finish? He's had it taken off him.
Lahm.
And this is Ibrahimovic.
Botafogo can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Lahm is looking to influence the game from out wide. Oh, what a mistake! And the shot! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, That's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Lahm delivers. And he's there to clear it. And we hit half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. The midway point of the game.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. Portugal get the second half going. Rice conjures time and space where few can. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Tries to get it clear. It's a pretty loose pass. Vieira. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Vieira running with the ball. Lahm. And here's Ibrahimovic. Rafael Leao. To Lahm. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. It's a promising position. It's a goal kick. Ferdinand. Araujo, a player who needs no introduction. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
It's Ibrahimovic! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's been taken short. And here's Roberto Carlos. Looking to play him in. He's having a shot! Vieira with the clearance. Portugal are looking to go forward now. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And that is as far as they're going to go. Roberto Carlos. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Botafogo still have the cards to affect this game. Played in deep. Big header! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Substituição.
Portugal making consecutive changes here. Pedri coming on to a rapturous reception. It is the moment we've all waited for.
Well, not quite sure why he wasn't started, Peter, but at least it's a move that makes everyone happy.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Corner number 2 then. Lahm with the short one. And it's made its way to him. Played it, he gets big! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
And it's Bale. Tries to pass it through. Shapes to shoot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Botafogo have their third corner. He's gone through, off the post. Has another go! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
So their fourth corner of the game. Bale goes short. And here's Bale. Lahm. And this is Hazard. He's being urged to shoot. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. Dink through. Defending of the desperate variety. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Hullet knocks it into space.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Bale. Bale! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Bale fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Roberto Carlos. Oh, super ball! Tries to cross. And that's the keeper's ball.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Just eases him off the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And the counter is on. Bale. Roberto Carlos could try cutting inside here. Throw in. And here's Hazard. Lahm gets into some space. He rises! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Yeah.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Ferdinand, always a very imposing presence at the back. And it's Lahm. And it's Pedri. Lahm. And it's Maldini. Oh, good take in a good area. He's on it. Can he get away?
Well played and well cleared.
Tries a shot! Hazard. So that's it. It is all over. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway.
Peter, if you're looking for a defensive blueprint, then look no further than Alessandro Nesta.
There's nothing he hasn't got, is there?
As complete a stopper as I can remember, he just loves to defend, and he's always willing to put his body on the line.
Rafael Leao. And here's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Chooses to go cross-field. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos going full steam ahead down the left flank. Seedorf. Vermeer. Now it's Cruyff. Nicely shaped ball. Messi's cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Lahm. Botafogo appearing to have the better of things in these early exchanges. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And here's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos just loves to go forward whenever he can. Ernest. Vermeer. Now it's Rafael Leao. Passes short and sharp, and it's Lahm. Ernest is always playing with one eye on the spectacular.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
And this is Ibrahimovic.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Great ball if he can get there. And the shot! Goal! Portugal! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't...
Big chance! Messi, a player who needs no introduction. He can run onto that. Ibrahimovic. There's the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
That's the keeper's ball. Botafogo have the chance to go the other way. Seedorf. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now he's off and running. That's been cut out, well played.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Cross, oh, smashing header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Fermin. That's an imaginative pass. Rafael Leao receives it in a good position here. That has not gone well. And it's Messi. That's a super give and go. Played back in.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Hernes. Nesta is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone.
Botafogo truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Floated through. Oh, super ball. A corner it is then. It's their second corner of the game. Well, there's the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Maldini gets over and intercepts. And it's Lam. It's a searching pass. And that's a simple one for the keeper. It's a pretty loose pass. Vieira. Messi. And it's Lopez. To Lam. Oh, nice one too, very nice.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Lam is there and he can get that clear. Deftly away. And the first 45 minutes are up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Senhoras e senhores, só é permitido beber nas áreas indicadas no mapa. Agradecemos a colaboração. Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 20, camisa 9, camisa 5.
Whistle goes and we start the second half.
Botafogo really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Camisa 13.
Vieira. Fermin. Botafogo come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Messi, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Fermin. Lam. And here's Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He gets big! It's loose now and they want to get it back. No, couldn't quite control it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Yeah. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Botafogo still this single goal behind.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Ferdinand gets across to intercept that. And it's Hullet. Is there any support? Luis Suarez! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's following up! Now, who's going to be first to this? Has another go! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Para a entrada do jogador, camisa 8. Teremos uma substituição.
They've played it short. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Nesta is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Cristiano Ronaldo. That looks a decent ball. Bale puts them all in. Well read. And the danger is averted. Your impression so far, Jim?
Botafogo are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Shoots! And yes, it's there! They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Botafogo grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Lahm plays it in. Defending of the it's Bale!
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Lahm is one whose deliveries we all know about. Botafogo are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. 75 minutes played. And this is Luis Suarez, and he's lost his man here, and a chance! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Botafogo have their second corner now. Bale goes short. Chance, surely! And no, he couldn't find the finish. Corner number 3 coming up. Hazard with the short one.
Botafogo really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And he's found a way past. Luis Suarez. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
He's got full. Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Substituição.
Portugal can make their change now with a break in play. Portugal take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
And he was quick to react. Pele can so cleverly bypass the press.
3 minutos de acréscimo.
Pedri aimed beyond the defence. Araujo cuts it out. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Well, we expected better, and so did he. And it's Hullet out to the right. And the finish! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal.
Senhoras e senhores.
What are your thoughts on... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. He has found the way through. Mbappe! Oh, what has happened here? Now it's Messi. He's picked his way through. Nicely weighted ball.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
It's not just that this... It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. Botafogo have themselves a chance from the spot. This to make it 1-0. What a save from Peter Schmeichel! Cruyff. It's a really well-measured ball. Messi receives it in a wide position. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That'll be a throw. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And this is... Can he finish? Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Nesta is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Well, nothing to report in terms of goals, but it's not for the want of trying.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
And here's Messi. Could move up a gear here. Looking to play him in. Can he get it through? Hoeneß with the cross. Rice with the clearance. Hoeneß tries to play it through. Takes a shot! Goal! Botafogo! That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Botafogo have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Lahm. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Lahm made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Hoeneß is onto this. Rice. And it's Vieira. And it's Messi. To Lahm. Portugal ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. He's found the way through. Tries a shot! Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards to increase the lead. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Botafogo are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
They're taking a moment to consider their options. Well, that pass isn't the best. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Rice touches it back. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Lam. Looking for the run. Now there's a fine ball. Goes for a shot! And he's really put himself on the line here.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Hernus goes short. Roberto Carlos.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Lam has it out wide and in space. Now it's crossed into the middle. That's a decent clearance. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the half-time whistle goes.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Botafogo sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 9.
Here we go again then.
Camisa 20. Deixando o campo para a
Lam.
entrada de camisa 10. Camisa 18.
Botafogo come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Ferdinand. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Portugal clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos goes on a run down the left wing. Rice with the foul. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Oh, good spread. And it's Lam. Can he get on the end of this? Vieira. And he's had it nicked away. Botafogo in a very solid position, 2 to the good. Oh, it's a great ball here. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Could be danger here. Lam.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He can run onto that. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Camisa 22. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 8. Camisa
Pull it.
19.
Cristiano Ronaldo. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Oh, it's terribly wayward. Botafogo are looking to go forward now. Botafogo perhaps contemplating their next change here. Nesta, always a very imposing presence at the back. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Pass somewhat off target. Pull it. That's tidy. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Vieira. Pull it. Portugal looking to pass their way through. And this is Hullet. And he's well positioned. And Hullet! Plenty to enjoy about the build-up there, not so much the finish.
The 1- and 2-touch football that cut through the middle was a joy to behold. Talent and technique of the highest standard.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Pedri. And this is Hullet. Pele. Taken back almost at once.
This is the time you need that pace.
Pedri. Lam. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. He is through here. Oh, such a clever touch. Could go all the way here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Pull it. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Botafogo can consider themselves just about safe now. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That has not gone well. Well, it's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Pull it. Maldini. That's very neat. Now is this the final assault? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times.
Foram indicados
Ferdinand.
2 minutos de acréscimo.
Strokes it back,
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
pinches it off him, and it's Eto'o.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Bale receives it. Bullet! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. And that's that. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here, it really is.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Mbappe is onto this. Oh, he's got a shot. Goes for a shot! So, a breakthrough already. Well, that looks a decent ball. And this is Cruyff. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Lopez. Ferdinand gets it away. And he's gone backward here. Fermin! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it. That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Fermin threads one in, and this is Cruyff. Quick look, then climbs up big! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
And here's Cruyff. Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's managed to get free. Quarter of an hour played. Ferdinand is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Has a shot! Oh, that is very close.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
And it's Lahm. Botafogo leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's being urged to shoot. Chance for a shot! And yes, it's there! Portugal are level.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Hernes. Fermin. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Lam is one whose deliveries we all know about. Rafael Leao.
You have to expect that from everyone.
Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao receives it in a wide position. And he shoots! It's bounced back off the post. Lam.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Roberto Carlos. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Mbappe. Schmeichel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Now it's Cruyff. Now it's Messi. Cruyff. Cruyff charging forward, the ball at his feet. He's had a shot! Goal! Portugal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Portugal go into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
And here's Ibrahimovic. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Rafael Leao. Maldini.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
And it's Lam. Rafael Leao. Cruyff. Lam. Lam carries the ball down the right. Mbappe. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And there is the half-time whistle. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. And we are up to the break.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Senhoras e senhores, vamos todos desejar felicidades aos nossos sócios torcedores que comemoram aniversário de casamento hoje. Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 5. Camisa 20.
Here's the start of the second half.
Camisa 22.
Botafogo can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Camisa 10. Camisa 18. Camisa 13, camisa 24.
Now he's got space here. Dink through. And Hullet! Oh, it's a beauty! A finish right from the top draw. Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that. Yeah, the keeper was thinking about his angles, and Loft just took him out of the equation. Elementary.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. the next goal is going to be so significant.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Well, they can break here. Bale puts his foot on the gas. Not the most accurate pass. Hazard. And that's a throw-in.
Substituição em andamento.
Hernes. Vieira. And here's Bale.
Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
Vieira. Pressing high and with purpose. And it's Lam. Bullet. He's a sharp little ball here. He won't be happy with that one. Vieira. It's a lovely, neat pass. Here's Rafael Leao. That's an imaginative pass. Good read, needed to be. Botafogo, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Vieira. Hazard. And it's Vieira. And that's a good ball. Rafael Leao! Goal! Botafogo! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 14.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
He's found a way through. And it's Hullet. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bale. Here's Vieira. Ferdinand. Plays the return pass. Vieira. Pedri.
Portugal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
That has been slung wide. Crossed into the box. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And the counter is on. Some good work on the right flank here. Rafael Leao going face-to-face with his great rival. Looks to the other side.
Good switch, that.
Picked out brilliant. Real chance! And he's really put himself on the line here. And it's been taken short. Ball driven towards... He's got full!
Botafogo surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And it's Eto'o. It's a really well-measured ball. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Cleared away. Rafael Leao hurtling down that right flank. And this is Bale. He's shifting through the gears here. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Botafogo nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Schmeichel clears. Pullet. Vieira. The pass has gone astray. Rafael Leao gets it away.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
2 minutes to be added on. Rafael Leao. That's beautifully weighted. And time is up. Botafogo have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Rafael Leao voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
Well, I've just got to give them great credit.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And already we're underway here. Passes coming off in quick succession here. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Lahm delivers.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Now then, this man really is a legend, perhaps the legend, a revolutionary, the father of a philosophy. He is, of course, Jim, Johan Cruyff.
We'd have no total football without him, Peter. No tiki-taka either.
One of the best of all time, some say the best. And the shot! Goal! Botafogo! And Botafogo are in front. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Portugal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. He's beaten the last man. Mbappe! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Roberto Carlos. Hernes. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's very neat.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He has found the way through. Header! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Cruyff does well to get it back. Cruyff proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Now that looks a decent ball. Great defending, strong and determined. Rafael Leao, a player who needs no introduction. Mbappe, given the lift of his goal. Araujo. And it's Lahm. Oh, that's nice. That's Vieira. And he shoots! Goal! Botafogo! And again they hit the front. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Lahm plays it in. And he's there to clear it. Roberto Carlos. Thuram is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. It's Ibrahimovic! Now, who's going to be first to this? Botafogo heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Lahm. Nicely weighted ball. In towards the back stick. Ferdinand can get it clear. Mbappe. And it's Roberto Carlos. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's Ibrahimovic. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Araujo. Seedorf. Can he get it through? And he's certain. And a chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's quick to get it clear again. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Spread out to the left. Nice control. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Botafogo head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Pullet does really well to win the ball there. He's found the way through. Shot a goal! He's got a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
There's the shot! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Lam clearly is very disappointed, but at least his boss is applauding him for his efforts. That's the kind of attacking endeavour they need.
Botafogo come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Closing in on Rafael Leao! And how good was that? About as smooth as it gets.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 14.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. We have got ourselves a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Messi is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Crossed into the box. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Botafogo are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Lam. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Teremos uma substituição.
Šeško is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
That is lovely. It's Bale! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. Araujo. More and more pressure on the ball here. Thuram, a man never lacking in drive or determination. Now it's Bale. Now, can they get him away? It's a promising position. Roberto Carlos delivers. Bullet. Knocks it out wide. Showing good feet. And that's aimed into the middle. Terrific header! Goal! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, I think it's just the reward for...
He gets big! Oh, should have put that away.
That's more like it. They have to force the issue, and that's the way to do it.
Pelé. Bale. Chance here to counter. And this is Hullet. Oh, that's fabulous. Hullet plays it in. Schmeichel deals with that nice and simple. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. And it's Bale. He's making a real surge on the left. He's had a shot! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Botafogo are looking to go forward now. Bale. Bale tries making a foray down the right. Pedri. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Botafogo clearly now in lead preservation mode. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Pedri. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Lam. Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. Oh, strongly challenged there. Time added on 4 minutes. Oh, he's found support out wide. And that will be the final act. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Rafael Leao, Peter, is one player who could be unstoppable if he's in the mood. Easily one of the fastest players I've ever seen. He's capable of taking on multiple defenders, and he can cause imbalances for any defence. And that's their problem, because so many want to try and get to him to stop him getting into his stride. It just leaves space for others.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Vieira. Here's Rafael Leao. Seedorf. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Seedorf is onto this. Vieira deals with that comfortably. Fermin. Now it's Mbappe. Rafael Leao. Messi. Ernest. Driving on and making good progress. Lam. Fires it in low. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And they can counter here. And it's Lam. Oh, well played.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Lam receives it in a wide position. Lam just loves to go forward whenever he can. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Messi. Shot a goal! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first! Portugal are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now. Botafogo really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Seedorf is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Seedorf. Threads one in. Driving, decent chance!
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And it's been taken short. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Vieira. Lam. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Ibrahimovic, who needs just a moment to score a goal. And it's Messi. Lahm. No luck with that dink over the top. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Messi. Tries to pass it through. Brilliantly cut out. Schmeichel gets good distance on it. Rafael Leao. For Messi. And he thumps it clear. Ibrahimovic! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Ibrahimovic brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Fermin. Lahm. Ferdinand.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
And it's Lahm. Ibrahimovic. Oh, he's been caught napping.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And there is the half-time whistle. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Senhoras e senhores, pedimos que tomem conta de seus filhos durante a partida. Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 5. Camisa 9.
And we're underway again.
Camisa 22.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Hazard is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Looking here to chip it through. Chance, surely! He's scored! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
It's Bale! They've done it! And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
Botafogo are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Oh, that's fabulous. And here's Yamal. Well read, and the danger is averted. Can he get on the end of this? Pele! So can they find a way to turn around this deficit? Now it's Cruyff. Oh, played through for the wide man.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Substituição.
He's cut it out. Azar. And he's there to make the challenge. Bale is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's picked it up out wide. And this is Pele. Can he finish?
Botafogo really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Botafogo needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Substituição em andamento.
Portugal making another change here. He won't be happy with that one. Botafogo perhaps contemplating their next change here. Chooses to go cross-field, and it's Bale. Vieira. Some really good ball movement. Well-timed, excellent interception. Good running, strong and purposeful. Yamal. Yamal charging forward, the ball at his feet. Oh, that is he's had a shot! Well, that is commitment to the cause. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Ferdinand. Short changes him with that pass. Nicely weighted ball. And it's Azar. Now it's Pele. Is there any support? He might not need it.
Botafogo really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And the shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, easy pickings there. Pele touches it back. And that's gone loose. Pele, Bale, and this is Bale. Crosses it in. And it's claimed by the keeper.
They want to make the most of this turnover.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. The referee's awarded a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Time is running out here.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Now it's Hullet. And Portugal can counter-attack here. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Great ball if he can get there.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Lam is looking to influence the game from out wide. That looks a cracking ball.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
It's Bale! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Yamal. Nicely shaped ball. It's a promising position. Oh, good read. And that is that. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations, and I think with confidence looking a little fragile at the moment, they were playing not to lose more than trying to win, and I think...
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
In the Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Rafael Leao. He's picked his way through. Rafael Leao going face-to-face with his great rival. Vieira. Well seen, saw that coming. Nicely spread. Oh, such a clever touch. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Araujo. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Played out towards the right wing. Lahm delivers.
Well,
Mbappe! Goal! Botafogo! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So, a breakthrough already. Messi. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Lopez. He's going for goal! Oh, he's been caught on it here! And that's got behind for a goal kick. Roberto Carlos. Botafogo are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, taken with style! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's
Oh, he's been caught. Vermin! And he's really put himself on the line here.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Rafael Leao! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
He'll be annoyed with himself after that. Nothing wrong with his anticipation or his positioning.
Hernes. Great vision. Messi. Seedorf gets across and deals with it. Messi. That's Vieira. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. He's not got that quite right. Can he finish? They've done it! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Roberto Carlos, not the most accurate pass. Rafael Leao, very much a man of this moment. Can he get on the end of this? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Botafogo looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 40. Oh, shooting chance! Araujo tries to clear. Ibrahimovic.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Pinches it off him. Seedorf. Hernes. Tries to pass it through. And the shot! Sticks it away! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Botafogo are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now here's the delivery. And the keeper gets his hands on it. And we've reached half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Botafogo are broadly in charge, but the contest is still alive at 3-1.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 9, camisa 20.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa
Botafogo come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
And that is a little undercooked. Suarez running with the ball. And this is Paulette. And he's managed to get... And he shoots! Šeško constantly looking for the ball into the box. Rafael Leao. Vieira. And it's Messi. And it's Lam. And here's Messi. Roberto Carlos.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And that is expertly dealt with. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Vieira. Fermin. Oh, nice one too, very nice. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Fermin. Oh, good spread. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tries to get it clear. Lam. Šeško, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. And it's Lam. Oh, nice touch. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Botafogo perhaps contemplating their next change here. Played over towards the opposite flank.
Good ball, that too.
And here's Rafael Leao. Vieira gets a foot in here. So what can they make of this? That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Lam. Here's Vieira. Portugal looking to pass their way through. Knocks it out wide. Fermin. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Seedorf. Oh, he's found support out wide. Very nicely done. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Lahm did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He is through here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Suarez is onto this.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's forced to go back. Nesta. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 22. Vai ser substituído
Pedri.
pelo jogador.
Ferdinand.
Camisa 19.
And it's Hullet.
Substituição.
It's Pedri. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Roberto Carlos. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Bale. And it's Bale. It's Hullet. Pedri. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And they can counter here. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Bale.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
There won't be another chance after this one. He's in space and looking for options. Cristiano Ronaldo! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Lahm, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Sends it crossfield. Lahm, looking to play him in. Chance for a shot! Marvellous goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
So, a breakthrough already. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. Oh, sweet feet. Lahm gets into a good position. Chance to deliver. Cleared without hesitation. And Messi! They've got to be quick to recover this.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And that has been clubbed away. That'll be a throw-in. Lahm picks it up out wide. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Portugal have their second corner now, and it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Seedorf. Good ball, good take. Lahm did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Passing is crisp and sharp, brilliantly cut out. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Well, played right into his path. And here's Ibrahimovic. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That has been cut short. Mbappe is herring after that one. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Just eases him off the ball. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Messi. Thuram. And it's Cruyff. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Messi. Played in deep. And it's hit the woodwork and out. Roberto Carlos. Stood up well to him there. He's shifting through the gears here. Messi. Messi! He's got away with one there.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Great defending, strong and determined. Lobbed in behind.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's had a shot! Mbappe! Irrepressible! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Botafogo are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Ferdinand. Nesta. Ferdinand. That pass has been well intercepted.
Foram indicados
It's
2
Lam.
minutos de acréscimo.
Deftly away. Portugal have reclaimed it. Looking for the run. Lam. And there is the half-time whistle. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Botafogo certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Botafogo sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. And we're off again. Messi. Cruyff. Mbappe.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Strokes it back. That is an excellent defensive intervention from the front man.
This is the time you need that pace.
Rafael Leao. And that interception was most necessary.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
It's not an especially good pass, that. De Jong. Maldini. Rafael Leao. Over to the other side.
Good ball, that too.
Cruyff. Aimed beyond the defence. Cruyff was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Portugal needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. He's picked his way through, flashes it across.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 9, camisa 14, camisa 20, camisa 22.
Early stages of the second half, and still two between them.
Camisa 21, camisa 18, camisa
Oh, that's fabulous. Pull it.
camisa 19.
Can he latch on to this?
Substituição em andamento.
He's in plenty of space here. It's a mighty effort! Well, now it's a race. Oh, he's been caught on it here! That's a decent clearance. Time and again they are repelled. Tries to pass it through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ferdinand. He's got away. And Hullet! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Hullet is offering a wry smile there.
Botafogo still have the cards to affect this game. Roberto Carlos is fouled. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. Roberto Carlos is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Ambitious ball here. Tele looking to run onto it. Tele. Now the cross. Vieira gets it away. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Half an hour gone in the second half. Now it's Hullet. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Roberto Carlos. Can he get it through? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That's a shade optimistic.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And here's Roberto Carlos. Vieira. And it's Lam. Lam making good progress on the right-hand side. Pedri.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Not the most accurate pass. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now, can they get him away? Luis Suarez! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Suarez plays it short. Lam. That's very neat. Oh, that was vital. Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Hullet. And there goes the final whistle. Botafogo can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results driven as they went about their business in an efficient manner.